check. Mic check. 1 2. 1 2 1 2. Mic check. Mic check. Mic check. Check the sights. Let's see. Camera quality is not that great, but I'll take it. Twitch is good. YouTube looks good. Let's try Facebook. Make sure you hit the like, share, subscribe. Got one more thing on Facebook. Write a comment. There we go. I'll double check the audio, which means I will be right back. It's a quick audio test to make sure my mic is working. Mic check 1 2. 1 2 1 2. I think it's working. Camera quality is not that bad, especially blowing up this much. But okay, who cares? Sure I could see. Should I put this? So this is another quick test. Playing some of my music. And I want to make sure I get the levels right. So we're gonna run this back. I played 32 songs earlier. I might just play like maybe, I don't know. Let's say, yeah, I might just play like 20 songs. And then cut the stream. That way I can do another review test of the stream quality. I got something in my eye. Alright, so let's run this back.
The sheets are heavy with the scent of long hours. A slow landslide of breath across the white expanse, moving like shadows through the dust of afternoon. The quiet violence of a clock that ceased to tick. Your fingers tracing the map of my old stars, turning the skin into a prayer for the blind. This is the only truth the body knows to count. The holy collision where the spirit starts to crack. We are the thirst and the well and the rising tide. Stripped of the names they gave us at the gate. A fever dream that localizes in the blood.
Yeah.
The light is peeling back the paint upon
This is
the
my
wall.
intro.
Gravity is just a theory we are disproving now.
I'm thinking of putting this song first.
Just the immediate sting. The way the pulse dictates the shape of the room. Everything else is a rumor from a distant town. While we are here becoming a single knot of heat. The silence is a weight we carry together until the friction sets the oxygen on fire. One sharp intake of the world passing by. This is the only truth the body knows to tell. The holy collision.
Turn up the music a little bit. Hopefully my vocals won't be drowned out.
We are the thirst and the well and the rising tide. Stripped of the names they gave us.
It's called Genesis version 2.0. This song, oh, I didn't put autoplay. Okay. This song is called Saja. For those who know, you'll know the reference.
Ross and one kicks the middle door down. The screen flips breaking town. Chat scrolling fast like a digital vein. Looking for the hugs in a world of rain. Mama saw the shadow leaning near. A girl behind you whispering fear. Raise your ya to the ceiling beam. Waking up the ghost inside the machine. K-pop demon hunters on a neon spree. Slay the illusions that you want to be. Raise your ya through static haze. Lost in the glow of the streaming maze. K-pop demon hunters cutting through the lie. Slay the reflections in a frantic eye. Lit, lit, lit till the vision turns blue. The girl behind is looking just like you. Hyperpigmentation on a plastic face. Rage baiting cycles in a hollow space. Gifted selves remaining like synthetic gold. Stories of the bored and the uncontrolled. Lit, 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 burning in the wide dark. That is wild, screaming for a single spark.
For those who know, Saja is like
Flex up high
the male
the
band in
crack.
K-pop.
Show off the scars.
It's animation movie. It's like a
K-pop demon hunters, my neon spree. Slay the illusions that want to
it's an animation.
Raise your ya
Like a girl's band animation, but they have a double life where they slay demons. And there's like a rival boy band called Saja who are allegedly demons. So the story goes, K-pop, the girl band,
Ross and Born counting every pulse. Nothing is real but the sharpened pulse. Slice up the power in a jagged line. Show off the glitch in the grand design. Where are the HUDs when the signal dies? Searching for the truth in the scripted cries. K-pop demon hunters on your neon spree. Slay the illusions that you want to be. Raise your ya through the steady haze. Lost in the glow of the streaming maze. K-pop demon hunters cutting through the lie. Slays a reflection to the frantic eye. Lit, lit, lit till the vision turns blue. The girl behind is looking just like you. Hyperpigmentation blurring out the frame. Rage baiting addicts to a curated name. Gifted subs buying up a moment of grace. Lit, lit, lit across a nameless place. That is wild how the hunter becomes the prey. Slay the routine of a pixelated day. Mama warns the spirit, but the spirit stays. Lost in the rhythm of the ya that craze. Lit, lit, lit across a nameless place. That is wild how the hunter becomes the prey. Slay the routine of a pixelated day. Mama warns the spirit, but the spirit stays. Lost in the rhythm of the ya craze. The girl behind you ever shots a nameless place. The endless prayer, I'll reach and forget time phone you do yes. K-pop demon hunter going through the lie. Limo slay the reflections in a frantic eye. Nigga lit, lit, lit till the vision turns blue. And the girl behind is looking just like you. Plate on the table, yeah, it tastes good. Bustin' like a fever through the neighborhood, you did a good job, so don't pop off. Cut the noise and let the ceiling drop off. Frat guy leaning by the door frame. Total chat playing at a board game. Watch the way the motion starts to shift. Catching every spirit in the drift. I am a flirt, call me the Rizzler. Sharp edge cutting like a chiseler. Boys being weird, call it gooning
in the dark.
Girls being weird,
Prepping shadows in the park.
Doing a good job,
Yeah, I'm cooking now.
Heat under the middle, and
I'm looking now.
Feels like something else. It is giving pure post proof that we are living. Hot mess dancing
bra.
Wildest sight that you ever saw is giving what it
Needs to give.
True soul way we
Choose to live.
Pop off, let the engine run. Cooking till the night is done. Buzzing through the veins of the city street. Chatters counting rhythms to a heavy beat. Preppy energy in a tangled line. Gleaning through the hours, losing track of time. Bristlet in the corner with the velvet tongue. Songs for the restless and the very young. Pop off if you feel the pressure rise. Look at all the magic in the stranger's eyes. I am a flood, I'll need a Rizzler. Sharp edge cutting like a chiseler. Boys being weird, call it gooning in the dark. Girls being weird, preppy shadows in the park. Doing a
Good job, yeah. I'm cooking now.
Heat under the mellow.
I'm looking now.
Feels like something else. It is giving pure pulse proof that we are living. Hot mess dancing
In a bra.
Wildest thing that you
Ever saw.
It is giving what it
Needs to give.
True soul way we
Choose to live.
Pop off, let the
Engine run.
Cooking till the
Night is done. I'm putting ashes all over the damn place. Thank God for this cover. Oh my God. Thank God for this cover. Can y'all? Yeah, there's a cover.
Ross and one hits the frequency. The chat room sparks in velocity. Asking where the crowd resides tonight.
Hold on.
Shadows stuck in the pale blue light. Mama worried about the ghosts behind the silhouette of a Someone hits the frequency. The chat room sparks in velocity. Asking where the crowd resides tonight. Shadows stuck in the pale blue light. Mama worried about the ghost behind the silhouette of a troubled mind. The silence breaks when the rhythm starts, tearing through the city and the hearts. Flex up and witness how the power grows. Show off the scars that the struggle shows. K-pop demon hunters on the prowl. Slay the nightmare with a heavy growl. The grid is shaking and the wires bleed. Planting every chaotic little seed. We thrive inside the static and the heat. Dancing to the pulse of a broken street. Raise your hands until they touch the sky. Yeah, yeah, yeah becomes the battle cry. Hyperventilation on the skin of fate. Feeding on the hunger of a rage bait. Gifted subs running like a digital storm. Keeping all the lonely bodies warm. Lit, lit, lit. Burning through the screen. The wildest sequence that you ever seen. Flex up and witness how the power grows. Show off the scars that the struggle shows. Fake pop demon hunters on the prowl. Slay the nightmare with a heavy growl. The grid is shaking and the wheels move. Planting every chaotic little seed. We thrive inside the static in the heat. Dancing to the pulse of a broken street. Mirror images of a Hall of Fame. Every username is just a game. Mama shouted, but the girls stayed near. The only thing we conquered was the fear. Yeah, echoing through the hall, waiting for the Titans just to fall. Rage baiting till the truth turns gray, counting down the hours of the day. Flex up and witness how the power grows. Show off the stars that the struggle shows. K-pop demon hunters on the prowl. Smable nightmare with a heavy growl. The grid is shady and the wires bleed. Plenty of chaotic with a seed. We float inside the static and their feet. Dancing to the pulse of a broken street. Gifted subs, buying out my soul, trying to maintain some small control. Live till the vision fades, moving through the ultraviolet shades. That is wild how the hunting turns, watching as the ancient temple burns. K-pop demon hunters take the lead, fulfilling every dark and desperate need. Flex up and witness how the power grows. Show off the scars that the struggle shows. K-pop demon hunters on the prowl. Slay the nightmare with a heavy growl. Greatest showking on the wires bleed. Planting every chaotic little seed. One throw inside the static and the heat. Dancing to the pulse of the broken street. To the curb where the lights go dim. Attempt to gather room, sink or swim. Eyes on the prize, no room for a slip. Every motion measured, every single grip. Focused on the vision, locked in the frame. Ignoring the noise and the weight of the name. Let the moose know when the target is set. Steady hands reaching for the winning bet. The jack keeps buzzing in the palm of my hand, sending me the fragments of a shifting land. So relatable, it hurts when the truth cuts through. It's giving me a feeling that I can't quite name. Reminds of a season when we played the same. Gas in the engine and the fire is bright. Good energy moving through the dead of night. She stands at the corner with that pick-me stare, telling everybody that she breathed different air. Annoying how she pivots for a little bit of heat. Desperate for the validation on every single street. A girl chasing shadows for a moment of fame, playing out a script in a predictable game. Hard to keep a straight face when she starts to act, but the focus remains on hardcore fact. The check keeps buzzing in the palm of my hand, sending me the fragments of a shifting land. So relatable, it hurts when the truth cuts through. Extremely funny how the old feels new. It's giving me a feeling that I can't quite name. Reminds of the season when we played the same. Gas in the engine and the fire is bright. Good energy moving through the dead of night. Being confident is a silent kind of roar, walking through the portal of an open door. Main character, the energy taking up the space. No need to hurry, no need to race. Everything else is just a blur in the back. Staying on the rail of a golden track. Corvette picture and strobe light flash. Evidence of a temporary social crash. A clip of a second when the god fell down. Just a jagged pixel on a velvet gown. But the narrative belongs to the one who leads. Planning all the heavy and the whole.
The vocals.
The chat keeps buzzing in the palm of my hand, sending me the fragments of the shifting land. So the later bullet hurts when the truth cuts through. It's giving funny how the old feels new. It's giving me a feeling that I can't quite name. Combined for the season when we played the same. Gas in the engine and the models bright. Go energy moving moving through the dead of night. The digital stream is a river of gold, stories of the brave and the stories of the bold. Locked in a cycle where the vision is deep, promises to deliver and promises to keep. Scanning through the messages and finding the wit, every little piece and every little bit. Building up a tower from the debris of the bold. Locked in a cycle where the vision is deep, promises to deliver and promises to keep. Scanning through the messages and finding the wit, every little piece and every little bit. Building up a tower from a debris of the day. Watching all the lesser visions fade away. It's giving a vibe that the world can't deny. The minds of the heights where the eagles fly.
Eagles fly
Gas for the soul and the spirit is high.
high,
Good things coming under a wide open sky. The chat keeps bubbling in the palm of my hand, sending me the fragments of a shifting line.
so relatable it hurts when the truth cuts through.
It's really sunny how the old feels new. It's giving me a feeling that I can't quite name. Reminds of a season when we play but sing. Bossing the engine and the fire is bright. Good energy. It's given something real, it's given something deep. The promises we made are the ones we intend to keep. You're the Rizzler in the hallway with the charming gaze. A frat guy, aura shining through the golden haze. When the world gets messy and the bra life feels insane, we find a way to navigate the static and the rain. Just a Chad in his prime, doing a classic job, moving through the rhythm of the local mob. The kitchen lights are glowing while you work your magic. Every movement steady, never looking tragic. The flavor hits the palate and it's simply buzzing. You mastered every detail without any fussing. The way you handle business, bro, you really pop off. A victory so heavy that the lid will drop off. You're cooking up a storm and everyone is staring. The energy you're sending is the soul of sharing. It's giving something real, it's giving something deep. The promises we made are the ones we intend to keep. You're the Rizzler in the hallway with that charming gaze. A frat guy, aura shining through the golden caves. When the world gets messy and the bra life feels insane, we find a way to navigate the static and the rain. Just a Chad in his prime, doing a classic job, moving through the rhythm of the local mob. The boys are in the corner, gooning round the clock, while the preppy girls are gathered in a stylish flock. A little bit of weirdness adds a certain flavor to the weary moments that we try to savor. You're a flirt by nature and a legend by design, walking on the edge of a very thin line. But you keep on cooking till the feast is ready. Then all the poses and the heart gets steady. It's giving something real, it's giving something deep. The promises we made are the ones we intend to keep. You're the Rizzler in the highway with the charming gaze. A fat guy, aura shining through the golden haze. When the world gets messy and the bra life feels insane, we find a way to navigate the static and the rain. Just a Chad in his prime, doing a classic job, moving through the rhythm of the local mob. It's giving something real, it's giving something deep. The promises we made are the ones we intend to keep. You're the Rizzler in the highway with the charming gaze. A fat guy, aura shining through the golden haze. When the world gets messy and the blah life feels insane, we find a way to navigate the static and the rain. Just a Chad in his prime, doing a classic job, moving through the rhythm of the local mob. Sidebar, hold your tongue and keep your distance. Quickly blazing find some real existence. The signal flickers in the static stream. A skibbity toiler haunting every dream. The riz is hollow like a plastic shell in this digital and manic carousel. Hog to a spit, the truth upon the ground. Dubai chocolate melts without a sound. La Boo Boo dancing in a match of haze. Lost inside the algorithmic maze. Where the HUD's at, searching for the spark.
For the spark.
Light a signal fire in the
dark.
Hard to a spit, the truth upon the ground. Dubai chocolate melts without a sound. La Boo Boo dancing in a match of haze. Lost inside the algorithmic maze. Where the HUD's at, searching for the spark. Light a signal fire in the dark. Mama told me there is a girl behind, watching every shadow in your mind. Raise the eye until the ceiling breaks, higher than the fever and the stakes. Beyond the screen and all the hollow noise, buried underneath the broken toys. Hyperpigmentation on the skin of time, rage baiting for a nickel and a dime. The feet is hungry and the comments bleed, sowing every frantic bitter seed. The mirror cracks beneath the heavy glare, vapor hanging in the sterile air. Hawk to a spit, the truth upon the ground. Dubai chocolate melts without a sound. La Boo Boo dancing in a match of haze. Lost inside the algorithmic maze. Near the HUD that's searching for the spark. Light a signal fire in the dark. Hawk to a split, the truth upon the ground. Dubai chocolate melts without a sound. La Boo Boo dancing in a match of haze. Lost inside the algorithmic maze. Where the HUD got searching for the spark. Light a signal fire in the dark. Hawk to a split, the truth upon the ground. Dubai chocolate melts without a sound. La Boo Boo dancing in a match of haze. Lost inside the algorithmic maze. Where the HUD's at, searching for the spark. Light a signal fire in the dark. Flickers through a grainy lens, 1920s, why didn't hide the fuse? The projection stalls where the logic ends, tracing digital ghosts and vintage blues. 404 and on the screen, a hollow chest where the spirit used to be, searching for the ghost in the big machine. A missing heartbeat in the sensory. Scan the code count of the physical frame. Identity is just a ledger of the skin. Validation playing a desperate game while the system lets the silence in. Resistance is the only currency left to spend. Calculating worth by the bodies in the room. Waiting for the broken signals to mend in the neon glow of a looming doom. Across the sea, a porcelain throne. Skibidi whispers in a foreign tongue. The beat a patch for the muscle and bone. Iron rates where the bells once rung. Lifting the void in a fluorescent gym. Sweating out the code of a lesser state. The light in the hallway is getting dim. But the upgrade always arrives too late. Lower than the dust in a shallow pan. Middle ground is sinking into the mud. Mediocrity is the master plan. Pumping dial-up through the human blood. It is worse than the center of the road. A slide through the gray and the dull. Deciphering the secret of the binary code. Inside the camera of a synthetic skull. Scan the code count of a physical frame. Identity identity is just a ledger of the skin. Validation playing a desperate game while the system lets the silence in. Racism is the only currency left to spend. Calculating worth by the body you know. Waiting for the broken signals to mend in the neon glow of looming doom. You know to know it all. The secret handshake of the modern tribe. Latching the giants of the network fall to the rhythm of a synthetic bribe. 404 in the depths of the eye. The body is a proof that the soul is gone. Under a wide and a pixelated sky, waiting for a glitch in the coming dawn.
Actually, no, I'm gonna keep add source. What do I need? I need Windows capture.
The morning bell tolls at once and one mechanical gears grind beneath a synthetic sun.
I tried the other.
Concrete canyons,
Put 2 cameras on TikTok.
Crowd, moving in silence while the iron pulse beats loud. Steel
Alright, I'll do
skeletons
2
from the
cameras
great
on TikTok.
horizon line. Punching the clock till we outrun the sun. Corvette wolves are howling through the grid, chasing the secrets that the city lights hid. Chevy gang rolling in a chrome parade, breaking every promise that the factory made. Prince Emmerich reigns on a throne of gasoline, the wildest vision that this asphalt has seen. Blue collars stained by the soot and the oil, uprooting the pavement from the frozen soil. Shift workers dreaming of a different life, sharp
down
as
a
the
little.
edge of a switching blade knife. While someone is burning in the
TikTok
rearview
window.
mirror, as the path to the border becomes a bit clearer. Corvette wolves are howling through the grid, chasing the secrets that the city lights hid. Chevy gang rolling in a chrome parade, breaking every promise that the factory made. Prince Emmerich reigns on a throne of gasoline, the wildest vision that this asphalt has seen. No more quotas and no more time cards to file. We measure the distance by the length of the mile, from the assembly line to the open terrain, washing away the rust in the heavy black rain.
56.
The heavy metal thunder is the only law we trust, turning the golden kingdoms into clouds of dust. Corvette wolves are howling through the grid, chasing the secrets that the city lights hid. Chevy gang rolling in a chrome parade, breaking every promise that's the factory made. Prince Emmerich reign on a throne of gasoline, the wildest vision that this asphalt has seen. Corvette wolves are howling through the grid, chasing the secrets that the city lights hid. Chevy gang rolling in a chrome parade, breaking every promise that's the factory made. Prince Emmerich reigns
TikTok
on a
is loud.
throne of gasoline, the wildest vision that this asphalt has seen.
TikTok is live.
Street lights flicker on a French get bitty bit. It found a logic in the rhythm of a vacant
Check
hallway.
1, 2.
The
Okay,
mirror
yeah.
shows a beta patch, a new frame for the soul. Going to the gym just to regain some control. The weights are heavy, but the spirit feels light, chasing silhouettes against the fading of the night. Worst admitted is sinking in the mud, a hollow fever flowing through the tired blood. white to M, the secret that we keep. Secrets growing taller while the city is asleep. Okay, we go, let the static start to fade. Living in the wreckage of the choices that we made. Worse than admitted, it is sinking in the mud. A hollow fever flowing through the tired blood. Why quite to M, the secret that we keep. Secrets growing taller while the city is asleep. Okay, we go, let the static start to fade. Living in the wreckage of the choices that we made. Niche burnout hit the ceiling of the mind. Binge activities leaving every dream behind. Locked in a room where the hours was the name. A slow motion flicker of a dying candle flame. Mount foul whispers in the corner of the room. Actually delulu watching garden flowers bloom. Steps on the pavement counting down the miles. Masking the exhaustion with 1,000 plastic smiles. The script is written in a language no one speaks. Water from the beanie washing shadows from the cheeks. I am chasing ghosts that the beta fates forgot. Tangled in the wires of a complicated knot. Worse than admitted, it is sinking in the mud. A hollow fever flowing through the tired blood. White to M, the secret that we keep. Secrets growing taller while the city is asleep. Okay, we go, let the static start to fade. Living in the wreckage of the choices that we made. Worse than admitted, it is sinking in the mud. A hollow fever flowing through the tired blood. White to M, the secret that we keep. Secrets growing taller while the city is asleep. Okay, we go, look, the status start to fade. Living in the wreckage of the choices that we made.
It's the guitar one.
1920 by 1080 frames. Ross and one kicks the rhythm into flames. System failures blinking on the screen. A ghost machine in the digital routine. The cache is cleared, but the static stays. Lost in the pixels of the modern maze. You know to know the score. White to him knocking at the door. Lower than the mud in the shallow grave. Mid is the kingdom that the shadows crave. Worse than the worst in a high-def blur. The binary pulse is the only spur. Searching for a spirit in the hard drive. 404 keeps the void alive. Soul not found in the motherboard grid. Hiding all the secrets that the user hid. Body counts rising in the social feed. Resistance is the only law we need. Beta patches fixing up the gym. Stretching out the logic on a whim. French stupidity flowing down the drain.
Down the drain.
Bidet water washing out the brain.
Out the brain.
You know to know the score.
Score.
White to him knocking at the door. Lower than the mud in a shallow grave. Mid is the kingdom that the shadows crave. Worse than the worst in a high-def blur. The binary pole is the eyelid spur. Muddy waters in the optical fiber. a data leech and a cold survivor. Calibration of the physical form. Weathering the silicon lightning storm. Proof of life and calculated boast. Counting up the shadows of a digital host. Beta patches fixing up the gym. Stretching out the logic on a whim. Frenchy bitty flowing down the drain. Beta water washing out the brain. You know the score. White light to me, I'm knocking out the door.
Let me in.
Than the mud in the shallow grave. Mid is the kingdom that the shadows crave. Worst of the worst in a high depth blood. Ghost is the only spur.
Whoop that ass. Whoop. Yeah, some people deserve an ass whooping. Gotta give him a score.
I saw you standing by the garden gate. A pooky soul in this heavy state. The morning light begins to bend and sway. But you look good in a Sigma way. Don't tell me that it's all just
cap. I'm trying to set this Dulu trap.
Your wrist is blooming like a
By red rose.
where the river of the delusional flows. You're the goat on this dusty track. And there ain't no turning back. I heard the stories that the shadows tell about a skibbity world where the spirits fell. It's bad news written on a broken wall while the winter wind begins to crawl. Don't tell me that it's all just cap. I'm caught inside this Dulu trap. Your river's blooming like a wild rose where the river of the delusion flows. You're the goat on this dusty chat, and there ain't no turning back. I see you mugging every ghost in town. With a yacht that brings the curtain down. Something is stirring in the sky as the silver moon begins to sigh. You're looking better than the rest of them. A polished stone, a hidden gem. The truth is hidden in a suit of gold, while the ancient tales are being retold. Don't tell me that it's all just cap. I'm shot inside the Dulu trap. Your head is blooming like a wild red rose where the river of the delusional flows. You're the goat on this dummy track, and there ain't no turning back. The same
ain't no turning
is a
back.
lonely road, carrying such a heavy load.
There ain't no
Pookie
turning
stays
back.
within my sight through the darkest hours of the night. Don't tell me that it's all
just cap.
I'm caught inside this
Dulu trap.
Your ways is blooming like a wild
Red rose.
while the river of the delusion
Dulu flows.
You're the goat on this dusty track, and there ain't no turning back.
Ain't no turning back. Ain't no turning back. Ain't no turning back.
Clocking in with the Ross and one steady pulls, setting a pace where the inner logic exalts. The caliber flips to a season of golden change, rearranging the cells in a wider range. No more selling for the mediocre middle ground. I have found a peak where the clarity is profound. It is sharp and it is sterling and it is true. A renovation of the person I once knew. Elevate the frequency to a glow ever light, polishing the spirit until it is burning white. It is quiet luxury dripping from a calm soul. High value presence plays the leading role. Simple in the fabric, but priceless in the feel. Walking with a confidence that makes the fake real. If being delulu is the only way to see, then delusion is the master key to being free. Discarding the average and the lukewarm plans, sifting through the hours with steady hands. What they call a fantasy, I call a blueprint. Leaving behind a stink and heavy footprint. Just a brief touch base to see where we stand. A momentary signal across the shifting sand. Checking the vitals of the path that I chose. Watching how the ambition expands and grows. Elevate the frequency to a glow over light. Polish the spirit until it is burning bright. It is quiet luxury dripping from a calm soul. High value presence plays the leading role. Simple in the fabric, but priceless in the feel. Walking with a confidence that makes the fake real. If being the Lulu is the only way to see, then delusion is the master key to being free. They might laugh at the height of the aim, but the mirror reflects a brand new name. Minimalist surface with a heavy weight inside. Nowhere for the smaller versions of me to hide. The solution is found in the boldness of the dream, running much deeper than the surface might seem. Elevate the frequency to a glow over light. Polishing the spirit until it's burning bright. It is quiet luxury dripping from a calm soul. High value presence plays the leading role. Simple mean fabric, though priceless in the feel. Walking with the confidence that makes the fake real. If being the new is the only way to see, then delusion is the master key of being free. Elevate the frequency to a glow over light. Polishing from it until it is burning bright. It is quiet luxury dripping from a calm soul. Highly valued premise plays the leading role. Simple in the fabric, but priceless in the feel. Walking with the confidence that makes the fake real. If being the Lulu is the only way to see, then deletion is the master key of being free.
It's the only way. The runner heels form a jagged line, a semi-finished truth that feels divine. The middle ground is where the shadows fade. I like the balance that the craft has made. No flashing lights to catch a passing eye, just steady weight beneath a heavy sky.
The Lulu is the soul Lulu, they say. When logic only gets in someone's way, a grand illusion is the master key to unlock doors that no one else can see. It might be funny till the walls come down, but overconfidence can wear the crown. A quiet luxury in every scene, the understated power of a dream. No labels shouting from the velvet folds, just secret stories that the fabric holds. It costs a fortune just to look this plain, a silent victory inside the rain. The Lulu is the soul Lulu, they say. When logic only gets in someone's way, a grand illusion is the master key to unlock doors that no one else can see. It might be funny till the walls come down, but overconfidence can wear the crown. I need to touch base for a fleeting beat before the asphalt burns beneath my feet. I sure check in to see if you are there. A momentary breath of sudden air, away from those who lead the light away and turn the golden hours into gray. An energy trainer stands beside the gate, injecting bitterness into a state. They spread the coldness like a winter mist, a list of grievances within their fists. I keep my distance from the hollow sound and keep my vision on the higher ground. The reboot is the solution, they say, when logic only gets in someone's way. A grand illusion is the master key to unlock doors that no one else can see. It might be Connie's silver walls come down, but overconfidence can wear the crown.
Can whip the crown.
The morning bell rings across the raw, someone say,
Switch it up on y'all.
Goes dance in the pale early light. Stiff collars button for the 9 to 5 grind, leaving the dreams of the restless behind. Steel beams and blueprints under a heavy gray sky. The clock on the wall tells a slow motion lie. We trade our endurance for a paycheck and ink, with barely a second to pause or to think. Prince Emery rides on a throne made of glass, watching the seasons and shadows all pass. He rules over corners where the wild things run, beneath the cold glare of a mechanical sun. The kingdom is shifting through gears and through bone, a monarch of highways who sits all alone. We follow the tracks where the heavy tires tread, fueling the fire until the horizon turns red. Corvette wolves are prowling the edge of the street, where the asphalt is baking in shimmering heat. They
I'll be
hunger
back.
for asphalt and the open
my hat.
expanse, giving the bored and the broken a chance. But the Chevy gang gathers down by the old pier, where the engines are loud and the vision is clear. Chrome reflects secrets that the company keeps, while the rest of the city so quietly sleeps. Centenary rides on a throne made of glass, watching the seasons and
I so
shadows
need a
all
vacation
pass.
right now. Oh my god.
He rules over
I need
roads
the
where
beach.
wild things run, beneath the cold glare of a mechanical sun. The kingdom is shifting through gears and through bone, a monarch of highways who sits all alone. We follow the tracks where the heavy tires tread, feeding the fire until the horizon turns red. The Rossin one gate swing wide and swing fast, swallowing ghosts of a hard-working past. The 9 to 5 cycle is a loop in the brain, searching for shelter in the thick of the rain. But the Corvette wolves don't care for the storm. Their predatory pulse keeps the cold nights warm. They holler the sirens on the flickering signs, crossing the borders and the dividing lines. Prince Emily ride on a throne made of glass, matching the seasons and shadows all pass. Keep goals on the canvas where the wild things win, beneath the cold glare of a mechanical sun. The kingdom is shifting the gears and through bone, a monarch of fighters who sits all alone. We follow the tracks where the heavy tires tread, fueling the fire until the horizon turns red. Chevy
heavy gang rallies with a thundering roar, pushing the pedal to the crack cabin floor. They remember the name of the sovereign of old, whose story was etched in the copper and gold. When samurai calls from the top of the hill, where the air is electric and the water is still. The struggle for power is a beautiful mess in a world that demands neither more nor less. Then seminal wise and a homemade of west. What's when it's seen as the shadows of
Yeah, 1 hour. 1 hour for the stream. Yeah, I probably should have to
highway, so since all along we follow the tracks where the heavy tires tread.
Let's turn down the brightness a little bit. Yeah. Ooh, this is a perfect outro.
Golden skin and a heart made of fire.
I don't know about the lyrics though, but
Dragging the world through the mud of desire. Every emotion is a story that was never told.
play to hook and then I'm
Turning the iron of the sidewalk into gold.
gonna mute the vocals.
She is the spark in the gasoline flame.
This might be a hit. It's like one of those catchy,
Unspoken name.
it's like super whack catchy songs.
In the middle of the rain, taking the pleasure and ignoring the pain. Walking down the boulevard where the heavy sun pulls low. She moves like a high tide, coming in slow.
This is
A
golden
silhouette
skin.
cut out
I can't
of a
remember.
magazine dream, tearing through the edges of a silent movie scene. There is a look in her eyes that could start a fever, turning every skeptic into a believer. No need for a crown or a throne to sit upon. She owns the daylight until the night is gone. Golden skin and a heart made of fire, dragging the world through the mud of desire. Every motion is a story that was never told, turning the iron of the sidewalk into gold. She is the spark and the gasoline flame, writing on the walls an unspoken name, striking a match in the middle of the rain.
For that vocals.
In the middle of the rain, ignoring the pain. Silhouette cut out of a magazine dream, tearing through the edges of a silent movie scene.
Probably like the hook or something. Oh, that's something else. Just feel the beat. Yeah, make sure y'all stop by and say hi, you know what I mean? It's okay to lurk. Nice to chat as well. double check the stream, see if it's still audio still good. Still good. It's instrumental too. I'll mute the vocals. Consider like these like interludes, like it, like a not a pause, but like a break from the other songs. It's kind of like different. It's a weird ending.
I pull up to the venue just to attend the show. My vision stays sharp so the focus can grow. I am locked in tight while the world turns slow. No time for the noise or the status quo. The door swings wide as I step in the light. Everything's settled and the vibe is right. She says pick me, but she acts so strange. An annoying girl seeking a little change. Sending me a chat with a digital flair. So relatable when the truth is bare. Extremely funny how she plays the part. It is giving soul and it is giving art. Reminds me of a scene from a silver screen. The finest gas that I have ever seen. Good intentions in a crowded space, leaving a mark that time cannot erase. Being confident is the only way to be the main character in this high degree. I see a bad picture flowing through the feed, just a broken clip that I do not need. Delete the frame and I restart the pace with a steady hand and a calm face. She says pick me, but she acts so strange. An annoying girl seeking a little change, sending me a chat with a digital flair. So relatable when the truth is bad. Extremely funny how she plays the part. It is giving soul and it is giving art. The messages fly through the cold night air, a heavy spirit with a lot to spare. It is giving grace under all the weight, never staying early, never showing up late. She says pick me, but she acts so staunch. An annoying girl seeking a little tone, sending me a chat with a digital flair. So relatable when the truth is bare. Extremely funny how she played the part. It is giving soul and it is giving art. She says pick me, but she acts so staunch. An annoying girl seeking a little change, sending me a chat with a digital flair. So relatable when the truth is bare. Extremely funny how she plays the part. It is giving soul and it is giving art. She says pick me, but she acts so strange. An annoying girl seeking a little change, sending me a chat with a digital flair. So relatable when the truth is bare. Extremely funny how she plays the part. Pull up to the curb and attend the scene, focused on the vision, staying sharp and clean. Locked in the moment while the world turns loud, standing separate from the mindless crowd. No distractions in the periphery, just the drive and the inner clarity. It is giving everything you ever lacked. Reminds me of a promise kept intact. Pure gas fueling up the heavy drive. Feeling so good just to stay alive. Being confident in the skin I wear. Main character energy filling up the air. Pick me girls trying hard for the view. Annoying how they mimic everything we do. Chatting in the background, sending me the links. Relatable stories while the spirit sinks. Extremely funny how the ego plays in a crowded room of 1,000 ways. Either given everything you ever lacked. Reminds me of a promise kept intact. Pure gas fueling up the heavy drive. Feeling so good just to stay alive. Being confident in the skin I wear. Main character energy filling up the air. Bad pictures captured in a broken light. A clip of a struggle in the middle of the night. Frames frozen in a digital haze. Lost in the static of the passing days. But the focus never shifts from the goal. Keeping the fire deep inside the soul. The chatter fades to a distant hum. Waiting for the greatness yet to come. Relatable fragments of a life on screen, finding the truth in what lies between. Locked in tight till the pressure breaks, giving the world all the strength it takes. It is given everything you ever lies. Reminds me by every promise kept intact. Pure gas fueling up the heavy drive. Feeling so good just to stay alive. Being confident in the skin I wear. My character achy filling up the air. It is given everything you ever lacked. Reminds me of a promise kept intact.
Being confident in the skin I wear. Main character energy filling up the air. It is given everything you ever lacked. Reminds me of a promise kept intact. Pure gas fueling up the heavy drive. Feeling so good just to stay alive. Being confident in the skin I wear. Main character energy filling up the gold. Walking down the street, feeling so good. Standing tall like a Sigma should. The world is turning bad and skibbity, but I keep my vision clear and free. You call it delusional, but I am just a Lulu. I got that romantic touch, they call it riz too. No more saying not true, because that is cap. I am the greatest ever, the GOAT on the map. Watch you move with that heavy yacht, looking better than the rest in every spot. I am mugging everyone who stands in my way, with my Pookie by my side through the day. You call it delusional, but I am just a Lulu. I got that romantic touch, they call it riz too. No more saying not true, because that is cap. I am the greatest ever, the GOAT on the map. Something is weird and out of the blue, changing the game with the point of view. From the shadows to the golden light, everything we touch is burning bright. You call it delusional, but I am just a Lulu. I got that romantic touch, they call it riz too. No one say you not true, because that is cap. I am the greatest ever, the GOAT on the map. You call it delusional, but I am just a Lulu. I got that romantic touch, they call it riz too. No one say you not true, because that is cap. I am the greatest ever, the GOAT on the map.
Some songs, a couple of songs that I've produced.
Midnight scroll, the screen so bright, transgress the line and neon light. TikTok chat and Twitch dreams rise, fat ass swaying hypnotized. White on white left the code as ice, Prince Limerick, strong heroes the dice. DM me, the wolves are near. That
she flicks against the silent pavement. The clock face frozen where the madam at the pavement. The grind of 9 to 5 dissolves in carbon smoke. A heavy chain of minutes that the pistons finally broke. We trace the white lines like a map of all intentions. The city shrinks behind us in this grid of great dimensions. Corvette bulls are howling through the hollow of the night. Glass and fiberglass reflecting streaks of amber light. The Chevy gang is gathering where the asphalt meets the sky. A tribe of silver engines watching every ghost go by. The steering wheel is cold beneath the palm that wants a fire. We trade the static paycheck for the heat of the desire. Prince Emmerich is riding on a throne of stylish chrome. peeling glass to watch the blurring clover heaps and lonely overpass. And 95% are dreaming dreams of velvet rope, while we are chasing horizons on a high octane hope. The radio is static, but the heartbeat keeps the pace. 1,000 cubic inches searching for a wide space. The moon is just a spotlight on the hood and moving steel. The only truth remaining is the tension in the wheel. From the morning whistle to the final setting sun, the race against the Monday has only just begun. He claims the open distance as the only way to home. The roar is all the gospel that the brotherhood requires. Liturgy of thunder and a choir of burning fires. No crown of gold, just grease upon the knuckles and the brow. The path is just a shadow and they have the keys now. Marking every mile of the grind, leaving the hunger of the morning behind. The sun burns low on the edge of the street, counting the hours till the circuit is complete. 9 to 5, heavy on the spine of the day, trading the soul just to clear out the way. A clock is a hammer and the anvil is cold, building a story that has already been told. But the keys in the pocket hold a different key, waking the ghosts on this dead in concrete. Corvette wolves howling for a hollow night, Chevy gang running from the pedal dash light. Prince Emmerich leading with the crown of cold, searching for a kingdom he can finally call home. Battle and thunder under black velvet skies, truth is the blur where the white line lies. Fiberglass bodies like a pack in the dark, fueling the engine with a desperate spark. V8 ambition in a fossil in the town, taking the throne and a hand-me-down down. Shifting to glory where the asphalt bleeds, planting the gravel like a harvest of seeds. Silver and shadow on the highway divide, nowhere to run but we take it in stride. The Ross M1 name on the side of the crate is a ghost in the mirror we left at the gate. Freedom is heavy, but it carries the weight of every paycheck that arrives the day late. Corvette wolves howling through the hollow notes, Chevy gun running from the pale dash light. Prince Emmerich leading with a crown of comb, searching for a kingdom he can finally call home. Metal and thunder on the black velvet spies, truth is the blow where the white line lies. Ross and one on the beat, I stepped inside the
Set some hot cues real quick. Beats.
Custom denim hanging on my waist. I step inside the party making moves. Custom denim hanging on my waist. I step inside the party making moves. Custom denim hanging on my waist. Step inside the party making moves. Custom denim hanging on my waist. Looking for a rhythm I can use. It's giving energy I never had. It's giving power to the way I stand. Forget the logic of the good and bad. Just feel the pressure of the master plan. I am the flirt and the rizzler. Cooking up a heat you can't ignore. Gooning in the corner, getting dizzier. While preppy girls are pacing on the floor. Busting like a wire in the wall. Pop off when I lean against the door. Chat mentality standing tall. Fat life spit across the floor. I am the flirt and the rizzler. Cooking up a heat you can't ignore. Gooning in the corner, getting dizzier. While preppy girls are pacing on the floor.
Can't let y'all see what I'm doing.
It's giving something I ain't. A hot mess burning in the dark. Boys are acting weird and looking tame. I'm just the one who provided the spark. Doing a whip job with the flow. Staring at the ceiling till it breaks. Everything is moving fast and slow. Counting up the value of mistakes. It's giving energy I never had. It's giving power to the way I stand. Forget the logic of the good and bad. Just feel the pressure of the master plan. I'm the flirt and the rizzler. Hooking up a heat you can't ignore. Going in the corner, getting dizzier. While our preppy girls are pacing on the floor. The girls are acting weird and pink. Preppy looks in heavy plastic chains. Better than the lonely way I think. Washing up the static from my veins. It's giving energy I never had. It's giving power to the way I stand. Forget the logic of the good and bad. Just feel the pressure of the master plan. I am the flirt and the rizzler.
Voices whisper in the hollow night. A trembling heart hides from the light. Footsteps echo soft and slow. In the eyes of danger, no one knows. The wind carries secrets untold. A story of fear, a hand so cold. Silence wraps me like a chain, but the storm inside begins to rain. Stay silent, don't make a sound. The yells of the ears, the darkest craft in the eyes of silent danger. We're all just ghosts in a stranger. Moonlight spills on broken glass, reflections of a fading past.
See what I'm doing?
The clock ticks, but time stands still. In the grip of
When my head turns, the camera changes, so I can't really see.
Stay
you can't really see.
silent, don't make a
I don't like promoting.
sound. The wheels of fears, the darkest ground in the eyes of
Bad things.
silent danger. We're all just ghosts to the danger.
Trying to sound perfect or anything, just no need to promote something bad. Alright, what song next?
Ross and one on the beat. Ignition sparks within the frame. Velocity begins to heat. The cooling vapor calls your name. Palm to surface sliding slow. Electric currents bridge the gap. The steady pulse begins to grow. Caught inside this velvet trap. Leather soft like Corvette seats, where our shadows merge and fold. Pushing past the lactate threshold. Stories that remain untold. Guide like fire burning bright. A slippery mess across the floor. Everything feels heavy tonight. Begging you to give me more. Bend down low and hold the line. Gravity has lost its grip. Your architecture looks divine as the silver droplets drip. Intimacy in every breath. Wet booty chat within the dark. Distant from the chill of death. Fanning every single spark. Leather soft like Corvette seats, where our shadows merge and fold. Pushing past the lactate threshold. Stories that remain untold. Guide like fire burning white. A slippery mess across the floor. Everything feels heavy tonight. Begging you to give me more. You and I are greatest of all time. Tangled in this liquid state. Scaling every mountain we climb. Sealing up our final fate.
Someone on the beat, the rhythm starts to fracture, chopped in ugly patterns in a state of manufacture. You see the girls and hers leaning on the concrete wall, chasing every shadow, waiting for the sky to fall. Mirror in the hallway, catching every shadow gaze, staring at the surface, lost inside a hollow haze. All are falling in the dark to find a glow that isn't real, selling out the soul for a touch of something you can feel, losing every gamble while your looks maxing the pain, looking your best while you are drowning in the rain. Cooked and cooked before my morning light can even break, trading every truth for every single breath you take, trying to look cool with a posture made of glass, watching all the moments and the opportunities pass. You're going crazy now, just waiting for the crash out. Total liquidation till there's nothing left to cash out. Fake personas built on pillars that are bound to bend, acting like a stranger just to satisfy a friend. All are falling in the dark to find the glow that isn't real, selling out the soul for a touch of something you can feel, losing every gamble while one looks maxing the pain, looking your best while you are drowning in the rain. Cooked and doomed before the morning light can even wake, trading every truth for every single break you take. They find shit across the room behind a heavy weight, or crushed the turns of stone behind the iron garden gate. The beat is chopped and ugly, but it tells a jagged truth. The vanity of aging and the vanity of youth. No more acting fake within this theater of ghosts, burning only banners and the empty-hearted boasts. Are farming in the dark to find a goal that isn't real, selling out the soul for a touch of something you can feel, losing every gamble while your looks maxing the pain, looking your best while you are drowning in the rain. Cooked and doomed before the morning light can even break, trading every truth for every single breath you take. All are falling in the dark till all the glow that isn't real, sailing out the soul for a touch of something you can feel, losing every gamble while your looks messing the pain, looking your best while you are shooting in the rain. Cooked and doomed before the morning light can even break, trading every truth for every single breath you take. Oh, oh.
I think it's this one.
Cross him in the chat light so bright.
This one.
Twitch and YouTube streaming all night. Live on Insta just for the show. Only for the fans, let the love flow. DM me the wolves, how loud. Vets in the streets, breaking the crowd. Prince and Rick with the crown so high. Titties and fat ass catch every eye. Live for the fans, we don't ever quit. Wet pussycat, yeah, we hit the strip. 9 to 5, but we own the night. Every damn moment feels so right.
Let me just street. Let me just street. Let me just street. Let me just street.
Live for the cramp like so bright. Only for the fans we go all night. DM the wolves, they know my pain. Corvette dreams, we ride the game. Ass in the streets, but I keep it tight. Sex in the city like Prince and Rick go glide. Titties pop, the crowd goes wild. Wet booty catch, you got that style. 9-5 on my wrist, time don't stop. W in the chat, we rise to the top. Gang, gang, we don't play pretend. Blink twice, this is where it ends. Live for the gram, we don't sleep. Every post a memory keep. GG in the chat, we stand tall.
So I'm just coughing.
From the streets to the stars, we own it all. Russim on the legends call. TikTok beats, we break the wall. Streets to the stage, no looking back. Every shot a hit, no need to act. Wolves in the night, they know my name. Corvettes, we play the game. Prince Emmerich vibe, so cold, so tight. Wet booty cat under neon light. 9-5, my wrist time don't lie. W in the chat, we touch the sky. Gang, gang, we don't fade away. Blink once and we here to stay. Live for the gram, we don't sleep. Every post of memory we keep. GG in the chair, we stand tall. From the streets to stars, we own it all. Live for the gram, we don't sleep. Every post a memory keep. GG in the chat, we stand tall. From the streets to the stars, we own it all.
I'm one shifting on the asphalt line, counting hours from 9 to 5 and a heavy grind. The clock is ticking like a valve ready to explode, dragging the weight of the day down this lonely road. Steel frame shivering under the city light, chasing the ghosts of those long weary nights. My hands are stained with the grease of the routine, looking for a spark in the middle of the machine. The pavement breathes a fire that we all know, fueling the hunger with nowhere left to go. The seal of the mundane cage, turning the key to a brand new page. Corvette wolves howling through the dark, igniting the engine with a jagged spark. Chevy gang rising from the iron dust, and the power of the metal we place our trust. Corvette wolves hunting for the speed, taking the glory in my life we need. Chevy gang rolling till the dawn breaks through, coming for the throne with a vision true. Get the jagged spark. Chevy gang rising from the iron dust, and the power of the metal we place our trust. Corvette wolves hunting for the speed, taking the glory and the life we need. Chevy gang rolling till the dawn breaks through, coming for the throne with a vision true. Home reflects the scars of the morning shift, giving the spirit a much needed lift. No more cattles in the cubicle maze, just the blur of the miles in a frantic haze. Ross and one pulsing through the copper vein, breaking the links of the corporate chain. The street is a kingdom where the tires scream, living the rush of a high octane dream. The pavement breathes a fire that we all know, fueling the hunger with nowhere left to go. The seal of the mundane cage, turning the key to a brand new page. Corvette wolves howling through the dark, igniting the engine with the jagged spark. Chevy gang rising from the iron dust. In the power of the metal, we place our trust. Corvette rules, signing for the speed, taking the glory in the life we need. Chevy gang rolling till the dawn breaks through, coming for the throne with the vision true. Corvette rules, howling through the dark, igniting the engine with the jacket spark. Chevy gang rising from the iron dust. In the power of the metal, we place our trust. Corvette rules, signing for the speed, taking the glory in the life we need. Chevy gang rolling till the dawn breaks through, coming for the throne with the vision true.
Break it down. Break it down.
Pavement breathe a fire that we all know. Fueling the hunger with nowhere left to go. The seal of the mundane cage, turning the key to a brand new page.
Yeah.
Rolling in the Corvette love, Impala's creep, Prince and Rick on the scene where the wolves don't sleep. Ross and one on the beat, cash flowing like a stream. 9-5 grind opposition, just a dream. W in the chat, sexy girl, she knows. Wet booty talk, let the Chevy gang show. Only for the fans, we don't do it for the fame. LT1 ride, 13 in the game. 9-5 wolves in a Chevy, night so cold. Convertible top, let the story unfold. GG style, we don't follow the rules. Sex and speed, yeah, we playing it cool. 9-5 wolves in the Chevy, night so cold. Convertible top, let the story unfold. GG style, we don't follow the rules. Sex and speed, yeah, we playing it cool. The wolves howling loud, here I'm calling my name. Prince Emmerich in the cut, ain't a damn thing changed. Low Impala's bounce, opposition fade. Cash rules everything, that's the game we play. W in the chat, sexy girl, she knows. Red booty talk, let the Chevy gang show. When they saw the fans, we don't do it for the fame. LT1 ride, 13 in the game. 9-5 wolf in the Chevy, not so cold. Convertible top, let the story unfold. GG style, we don't follow the rules. Spets in the video, we playing it cool. 9-5 wolf in the Chevy, not so cold. Convertible top, let the story unfold. GG style, we don't follow the rules. Spets in speed, yeah, we playing it cool.
Ross and one hits the post to the pavement. Static sparks fly from the engine basement. Morning light hits the concrete stain. The ignition hums a low refrain. Check the dash for the ghost of the wire. Fuel lines feeding the sleeping fire. Metal skin breathes in the heavy heat. Ross and one carving out the beat. Corvette wolves howling at the white lines. Chevy gang moving through the danger signs. Prince Emmerich beating through the midnight smoke. Chrome burning bright till the axle broke. White ties screaming on the valley floor. Hunting for the feeling of the little more. The Corvette wolves under silver glare. Chevy gang breathing in the gasoline air.
Ross and one on the beat. 9-5 crew is logging in, where the engine ends and we begin. We build the fire from the floor. The wolf is knocking at the door. Corvette ships sailing through the haze, cutting paths through the velvet maze. The Chevy gang is moving fast, steel shadows that are built to last. Chrome mirrors reflecting the heat, victory pulses in every beat. Put a W in the chat for the win. Let the harvest of the coup begin. AI Clankers marching in a line. Prince Emery claims the throne tonight.
Live for the ground, we don't sleep. Every post of memory we keep. Gene in the chat, we stand tall. From the streets to the stars, we on it all. Live for the ground, that's what we're the fame. Ass in the streets, but I keep it clean. Sex in the city like Prince and Rick Street. Ladies pop, the crowd goes wild. Wet for the cat, she's got that style. 9-5 on my wrist, time don't stop. W in the chat, we rise to the top. Gang, gang, we don't play pretend. Ring twice, this is where it ends.
Tobacco keeps going through the filter.
We don't sleep. Every post of memory we keep. GG in the chat, we stand tall. From the streets to the stars, we own it all. Ross M1, the legends call. TikTok beats, we break the wall. Streets to the stage, no looking back. Every shot I hit, no need to laugh. Wolves in the night, they know my name. Corvette speed, we play the game. Prince and Ricks and vibes, so cold, so tight. Wet for the cat under neon light. Now fire on my wrist, time don't lie. W in the chat, we touch the sky. Gang, gang, we don't fade away. Think once and we here to stay. Live for the ground, we don't sleep. Every post of memory we keep. Put your G in the chat, we stand tall.
Damn it.
From the streets to the stars, they own it all. Get money in, we don't sleep. Every post of memory we keep. G the chat, we stand tall. From the streets to the stars, we own it all. Live for the ground, we don't sleep. Every post of memory we keep. G in the chat, we stand tall. From the streets to the stars, we own it all. Yeah, from love, yeah, 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 yeah.
Ross M1 on the beat, I am a bad bunny. Ross M1 on the beat, I am a bad bunny. Rolling through the city where the clouds look funny. Money in the pockets, but my soul stays hungry. Every single move got the crowd acting sunny. Ross M1 on the beat, I am a bad bunny. Tracing out the map while the day turns runny. I run in the sandals when I walk across the wire, stealing back the sparks from the center of the fire. Leather on the saddle and the stakes getting higher. Never was a saint, never was a hollow liar. Counting down the hours in the back of the sedan, doing what I must just because I know I can. Shaking up the dust with a diamond in my hand, building up a kingdom out of nothing but the sand. Ross M1 on the beat, I am a bad bunny. Rolling through the city where the crowds look funny. Money in the pockets, but my soul stays hungry. Every mingle move got the crowd acting sunny. Ross M1 on the beat, I am a bad bunny. Tracing out the map while the day turns runny. Windows wide open, let the game. The speakers rattle and the asphalt starts to burn. I see the world spinning while the galaxy waits its turn. Every foot on the pedal, chasing shadows in the dark, leaving every single doubt scattered like a dying spark. The static in the air is pulling tight against the skin, counting down the seconds for the glory to begin. Raw power surfacing from the deep end of the floor. Every single heartbeat banging on a metal door. A bunny in the wild, but the teeth are razor sharp, playing on the tension like a heavy metal harp. The crown is on the table and the stakes are getting high. Watch the fire rising till it hits the midnight sky. Gold chains clinking like a countdown to the prize. The hunger in the stomach reflecting in the eyes. No imitation strategy, no borrowed pride, just the raw adrenaline with nowhere left to hide. The city holds its breath while the pavement starts to scream, waking up the neighbors from a mediocre dream. Raw power surfacing from the deep end of the floor. Every single heartbeat banging on a metal door. A bunny in the wild, but the teeth are razor sharp, playing on the tension like a heavy metal harp. The crown is on the table and the stakes are getting high. Watch the fire rising till it hits the midnight sky. Concrete jungle breathing through the vents and the steel, finally discovering what it means to truly feel. The bassline is a hammer and the melody is ice. Nobody is asking for a moment of advice. Step into the center, let the pressure build the frame. The only thing that matters is the mention of the name. Leather on the seats and the windows roll down low, taking all the momentum everywhere I go. The frequency is vibrating through the marrow and the bone, sitting on a mountain made of speakers as a throne. Nothing in the rearview but a cloud of silver dust, moving with the spirit that the universe can trust. The silence is a predator ready for the kill. Everything is moving while the soul is standing still. The spark hits the gasoline and that's a new parade, living in the light that the heavy shadows made. Raw power surfacing from the deep end of the fire. Every single heartbeat banging on a metal door. A bunny in the wild, but the teeth are razor sharp, playing on the tension like a heavy metal harp. The crown is on the table and the stakes are getting high. Watch the fire rising till it hits the midnight sky. Watch the fire rising till it hits the midnight sky. Concrete jungle bleeding through the midnight chaos spry. Ignite the engine heat, concrete jungle splits in two. I got a vision painted blue, bad to the core of their spine. Walking a dangerous line, no permission, just the key. Sat in there shadow free, bad intentions I supply. Looking you straight in the eye, unstoppable force in motion, deep as a midnight ocean. Breaking the heavy restraint, no room for the weak or the faint. I am the storm and the fire, climbing the electric wire. Iron fist in a velvet glove, harder than the push and shove. Static Rasamon on the beat, ignite the engine heat. Concrete jungle splits in two. I got a vision painted blue, but to the core of the spine. Walking a dangerous line, no permission, just a key. Setting the shadow free. Bad intentions, high supply. Looking him straight in the eye. Unstoppable force in motion, deep as a midnight ocean. Breaking the heavy restraint, no room for the weak or the faint. I am the storm and the fire, climbing the electric wire. Iron fist in a velvet glove, harder than the push and shove. Static electricity screams, ripping through the fabric of dreams. Steel toes hitting the ground, the heaviest weight to be found. Dust rising up from the floor, kicking down the final door. Bad intentions, high supply. Looking you straight in the eye. Unstoppable force in motion, deep as a midnight ocean. Breaking the heavy restraint, no room for the weak or the faint. I am the storm and your fire, climbing the electric wire. Adrenaline flooding the veins, snapped all the rusted chains. Raw power locked in the palm, disturbing the plastic calm. One strike to rattle the cage, turning the bloodstained page. Built out of grit and the bone, king on a jagged throne. Bad intentions, high supply, looking you straight in the eye. Unstoppable force in motion, deep as a midnight ocean, breaking the heavy restraint. No room for the weak or faint. I am the storm and the fire, charming the electric wire. Bad intentions, high supply, looking you straight in the eye. Unstoppable force in motion, deep as a midnight ocean, breaking the heavy restraint. Room for the weak or the faint. I am the storm and the fire, climbing the electric wire. Ross M1 on the beat. Ross M1 on the beat. I see the dust rising off the concrete street. Bunny hops over the cracks in the pavement, searching for a spark in this great confinement. The rhythm hits like a hammer on a cold steel rail, chasing down a dream that's never up for sale. Ross M1 on the beat, Bunny moving fast on a restless feet. The world is turning in a frantic spin, trying to find where the light gets in. It's a long road ahead and the night is deep, but we've got promises that we need to keep. The needle drops and the static starts to hum, marching to the vibration of a different drum. Bunny skips past the shadows of the tall glass towers, counting every second of the wasted hours. The gears are turning in the belly of the machine, looking for a truth that's never really been seen. The pulse is steady and the path is wide, nowhere left for the weary to hide. The engine roars and the sky turns pale, we're caught in the wind of a brand new gale. Ross M1 on the beat, Bunny moving fast on a restless feet. The world is turning in a frantic spin, trying to find where the light gets in. It's a long road ahead and the night is deep, but we've got promises that we need to keep. The wire is tight and the stakes are high, a lightning bolt cuts across the heavy sky. Bunny finds a shelter in the hollow of a tree, thinking about the meaning of being truly free. The sound ripples out like a stone in a pond, reaching for the silence of the great beyond. Ross M1 on the beat, Bunny moving fast on a restless feet. The world is turning in a frantic speed, trying to find where the light gets in. It's a long road ahead and the night is deep, but we've got promises that we need to keep. The clock on the wall has lost its copper hands, scatters in the minutes across the desert sands. But he keeps on jumping through the hoops of flame, refusing to play by the rules of the game. The melody is sharp and the bass is loud, breaking through the thickness of the heavy cloud. The pulse is steady and the path is wide, nowhere left for the weary to hide. The engine roars and the sky turns pale, we're caught in the wind of a brand new gale. Ross M1 on the beat, Bunny moving fast on a restless feet. The world is turning in a frantic spin, trying to find where the light gets in. It's a long road ahead and the night is deep, but we've got promises that we need to keep.
Ross M1. Engines ignite before the rising sun. The assembly line runs a heavy metal song where the steel and the spirit belong. Clocks ticking hard from 9 to 5, keeping the industrial dream alive. Grinding the gears in the shadow of the crane, etching the legacy through the pouring rain. The pavement shivers when the pack breaks free, chasing a ghost of a wilder destiny. Blue collar stain with the grease and the oil, rising like kings from the dust and the soil. Corvette boots are howling at the gate. Chevy gang loaded with the heavy freight. Prince Emmerich leads the chrome parade across the asphalt where the laws are made. Thunder in the cylinders, lightning in the eye, underneath the blazing of a Midwest sky. The workshop floors a cathedral of sparks, forging the lightning out of the dark. No velvet throne, just a bucket seat of pride, with the ghost of the highway hitching a ride. The punch card bleeds, but the vision stays clear, conquering the silence in the cold winter fear. A lineage written in the torque in the frame, every burnt rubber skid marks a family name. The pavement shivers when the path breaks free, chasing a ghost of a wilder destiny. Blue collar stain with the goose and the oil, rising like kings from the dusk and the soil. Corvette wolves are howling at the gate. Chevy gang rolling with the levy freight. Prince Emmerich leads the chrome parade
Across the asphalt where laws are made.
Thunder in the cylinders, lightning in the eye, underneath the blazing of the
Midwest sky.
Corvette wolves are howling at the gate. Chevy gang walking with the heavy parade. Prince Emmerich rules the chrome parade across
Across the asphalt where the laws are made.
Thunder in the cylinders, lightning in the eye, underneath the blazing of a Midwest sky. Corvette wolves are howling at the gate. Chevy gang rolling with the heavy freight. Prince Emmerich moves the chrome parade across the asphalt where the laws are made. Ross M1 ignition clicks against the silent pavement. The clock face frozen where the metal met the pavement. They burned the 9 to 5 dissolves in carbon smoke. A heavy chain of minutes that the pistons finally broke. We trace the white lines like a map of all intentions. The city shrinks behind us in its grid of great dimension. Corvette bulls are howling through the hollow of the night. Glass and fiberglass reflecting streaks of amber light. The Chevy gang is gathering where the asphalt meets the sky. A tribe of silver engines watching every ghost go by. The steering wheel is cold beneath the palm that wants a fire. We trade the static paycheck for the heat of the desire. Prince Emmerich is hiding on a throne of stylish chrome. He claims the open distance as the only way to home.
Try to put this program in shuffle,
The Lord is all the
but
gospel that the brother would require. A liturgy of thunder and a choir of burning tires. No crown of gold, just grease upon the knuckles and the brow. The past is just a shadow and the only king is now. We left the office towers locked in rows of feeling glass. To watch the blurring clover heaps and lonely overpass. And 95% are dreaming dreams of velvet rope. While we are chasing horizons on a high octane hope. The radio is static, but the heartbeat keeps the pace. 1,000 cubic inches searching for a wide space. The moon is just a spotlight on the hood and moving steel. The only truth remaining is the tension in the wheel. From the morning whistle to the final setting sun, the race against the Monday has only just begun. Prince Emmerich is riding on a throne of polished gold.
No. Let's play for a little bit. Okay, I'm gonna grab some food too. Ooh.
I'm on the ground, only for the fam. DM the wolves, they're hunting in the night.
Right,
Corvette speed, we are riding to the streets. Ass on fire, the city's feeling right. Prince Emmerich in the cut, he's got the vibe. City shining wet like a pussy cat. 9-5, look at the way I'm playing, night flies. W in the chat, where the gang at? Wolves in the Corvette, we don't stop. Gang in the chat, it's a GG lock. Fuck the rules, we're living in the fast. Streets on fire, we ain't looking back. Wolves in the Corvette, we don't stop. Gang in the chat, it's a GG lock. Fuck the rules, we're living in the fast. Streets on fire, we ain't looking back. Corvette.
In the streets, the night is calling loud. Where pussycat, she's purring on the low. W flashing, we're top of the crowd. 9-5 banging.
Wolves in the Corvette, we don't stop. Gang in the chat, it's a GG lock. Fuck the rules, we're living in the fast. Streets on fire, we ain't looking back. Wolves in the Corvette, we don't stop. Gang in the chat, it's a GG lock. Fuck the rules, we're living in the fast. Streets on fire, we ain't looking back. Wolves in the Corvette, we don't stop. Gang in the chat, it's a GG lock. Fuck the rules, we're living in the fast.
I'm just gonna
Streets
play
on
it.
fire, we ain't looking back. Wolves in the Corvette, we don't stop. Gang in the chat, it's a GG lock.
Grab some
Fuck the
food.
rules, we're living in the fast. Streets on fire, we
Quick
ain't
break
looking
type
back.
of thing.
Cross him in the chat light so bright. Twitch and YouTube streaming all night. Live on Insta just for the show. Only for the fans, let the love flow. DM me the wolves, how loud. Vets in the streets, breaking the crowd. Prince Emmerich with the crown so high. Titties and fat ass catch every eye. Live for the fans, we don't ever quit. Wet pussycat, yeah, we hit the strip. 9 to 5, but we own the night. Every damn moment feels so right.
Let me just street. Let me just street. Let me just street. Let me just street.
Night, just solo whip. Night wars, big bread. Jeez, my life. Die, big done. Moment feels so right. In the streets, we run so free. Fuck the rules, it's just you and me. Lights so bright, they know our name. Every night feels just the same. DM me, been the wolves, how loud. Vet in the streets, breaking the crowd. Prince Emmerich with the crown so high. Titties and fat ass catch every eye. Live for the fans, we don't ever quit. Wet pussycat, yeah, we hit the strip. 9 to 5, but we own the night. Every damn moment feels so right. Roll him in
the chat, Chevy gang, rolling fast, Snapchat flick, Insta live, only for the past, DME secrets, off, howl at midnight, Corvette dreams, burn rubber in the street light, Prince and Rick rise, cities in the moon glow, wet pussy cat purrs where the wild winds blow, 9-5 whispers, shanty low, fuck the rules, let the Chevy horses go. The wolves in the trap. They call my name. Jealousy, let's replay. And I shake the ground. Not to the same. We ride till the sky screams for rain. The wolves in the trap. They call my name. Jealousy, let's replay. And I shake the ground. Not to the same. We ride till the sky screams for rain. Streets on my prints, tune with shadows laugh. 9-5 echoes through the photograph. Snapchat ghosts in the review glass. The wolves don't die, they just outrun the past. The wolves in the trap. They call my name. Jealousy, let's replay. And I shake the ground. Not to the same. We ride till the sky screams for rain.
Rush him in the chat, Chevy gang roll deep. Snapchat flashes, Insta live for the streets. Only for the fans, they scream my name, DM me. The wolves are out to play, Prince and Rick in the ride. Corvette dream, as so fine, it's brighter than the beams. In the streets, we don't give a fuck. 9-5 per like a web pussy cat. This is life or just a dirty dream.
This is life or just a dirty dream. This is life or just a dirty dream. This is life or just a dirty dream. This is life or just a dirty dream.
Say this bounce to the baseline low. Chevy gang movie where the wild things go. Snap the pic, but don't you tag the streets. Remember every drag. Prince and Rick with the golden chain. The pussy cat in the pouring rain. 9-5 roaring. Tire stream. Peace and love is just a gasoline dream. Say this bounce to the baseline low. Chevy gang movie where the wild things go. Snap the pic, but don't you tag the streets. Remember every drag.
This is life or just a dirty dream. This is life or just a dirty dream. This is life or just a dirty dream. Chevy gang rolling deep. Snapchat flashes, Insta live, we don't sleep. Only for the fans, DM me if you dare. The wolves howling like Corvette cuts through the air. Prince and Rick in the street, shadows falling fast. Teddy shaking slow, wet pussy cat don't last. 9-5 whispers, bros in the chat. Ass in the window, looking back where we at. Cherry wolves in the
frozen. Chevy paint dripping gold. Instagram live with the crew, never fold. Only for the ones who know where we roam. The walls got secrets, but the streets know it all. Prince Emmerich in the street, shadows folding fast. Titty shaking slow, wet pussy cat don't last. 9-5 whispers, bros in the chat. Let the whole world know Chevy was in the night. Engines were like a fight. Fuck the rules, we don't care. We gon' ride till the light. Snap a pic, send a DM, let the world know our name. In the streets, in the chat, we ain't playing no games. DM me, but you better come correct. The wolves don't sleep, we don't take no steps back. Chevy gang in the cut, Insta fame on tap. Wet pussy cat in the dark, no looking back. Chevy was in the night. Engines were like a fight. Fuck the rules, we don't care. We gon' ride till the light. Snap a pic, send a DM, let the world know our name. In the streets, in the chat, we ain't playing.
Late night rolling in my Corvette. Snapchat flash, yeah, you can't forget. Prince Emmerich in the cut, no stress. 9-5 perennial, we stay blessed. Instagram before the fans to see. T and flag if you messy with me. Streets talk loud, but they move in peace. Wounds in the chat, letting like John speak. It is popping, champagne top. With pussy cat, she don't ever stop. Chevy can pull up, we don't flop. Hunting W, we hit the spot. Who's in the Chevy? Howling at the moon. Make the stereo boom. Fuck the drama. We just chase the tune. Money in the air. Nia, we let it roll. Ross MP1 in the mix, no cap. Riding to the city where the killers at. Streets don't love you, they want you back. But we keep moving, never slack. Purple lights like Prince in the ride. Wolf in the back, let them testify. Every night is a new surprise. Chevy gang like never die. It is popping, champagne top. With pussy cat, she don't ever stop. Chevy gang pull up, we don't flop. Hunting W, we hit the spot. Who's in the Chevy? Howling at the moon. Eyes so fat. Make the stereo boom. Flop the drama. We just chase the tune. Money in the air. Nia, we let it roll. Who's in the Chevy? Howling at the moon. Eyes so fat. Make the stereo boom. Fuck the drama. We just chase the tune. Money in the air. Nia, we let it roll.
Midnight riding the fat white on white leather. TikTok chat blowing up like a stormy weather. Twitch stream high, Prince Emmerich's crown. DM me, baby, I'm the talk of the town. Only for the fans, but they don't really know. Live on Instagram where the wild winds blow. Ross M1 with that fat ass sound. Wet pussy cat, but the wolves around.
so
Wolves
thirsty.
in the bed, howling at the moon. 9-5 grind, but we're breaking through. Transgressing line where the rebels meet.
2 hours and a
Titties
half.
chrome and a life so sweet. Repeat.
Probably a good time to stop. At 2:30, 5 more minutes. I'll play a couple songs.
YouTube lights, flashing cameras
just eat my
in
food.
face. Prince Emmerich's throne, ain't nobody take my place.
I don't know, I might come back.
Twitch chat buzzing like a hive of bees.
Within an hour.
Only for the fan.
I might stream some video games. Who knows?
Only for the fan.
The storm is
but
getting
they're all on the knees. Only for the fans, but they
intense at
don't
this point, so
live on Instagram where the shadows creep.
if you're out on the road,
that wicked bass. Wet pussy
drive
cat
safely.
leaving no trace. Wolves in the bed, howling at the moon. 9-5 grand, but we're breaking
Until
through.
next time.
Transverse the line where the rebels meet. Teddies and chrome and a life so sweet. Repeat.
Repeat, 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 repeat. Cheers. Hats off.
Wolves in the bed, howling at the moon. 9-5 grand, but we're breaking through.
Thanks for watching. Thanks for liking. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for commenting. Thanks for following. Thanks for lurking. Yeah. Pete, we're gonna do this again. We gotta build a community of wolves. You know? Takes time, takes time. Until next time.
White lightning, love, she purrs like a dream. Arctic.
Let me see if I can loop that. Wait, no. Here it goes.
White lightning, love, she purrs like a dream. Arctic white shining under moonbeam. V8 hard 300 horses run free.
Take a quick break, stop the stream, eat real quick. I gotta review the quality, make sure the audio is good. I'm not there yet. Thanks for stopping by. Hope to see y'all again. Hit the follow. I'll be back in like less than an hour. Just gonna chill for a little bit. Y'all wanna see me eating? You know, I gotta review. I do the review offline. That makes sense.
Arctic white shining on your moonbeam. V8 hard 300 horses run free.